So, who's this actually good for? If you're hunting for a gaming desktop that can handle 1440p or 1080p Ultra without breaking a sweat, and you don't want to piece together a custom build, the MSI Aegis RS10TD 067US might be worth a serious look. But if you're chasing 4K at max settings every night or you're on a tight budget, this tower might not be the one. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Look, the big question most buyers have is whether they're overpaying for a pre-built that could be cheaper if they built it themselves. The honest answer? You're paying for convenience and warranty, not raw performance. The i7-10700K and RTX 3070 combo is still solid for modern games at high refresh rates, but it's not the latest silicon. If you're okay with that trade-off, you're getting a machine that boots up and plays right out of the box without hunting for parts or dealing with compatibility headaches. Now, let's talk about the real-world stuff that matters. If you're streaming while gaming or running a few Chrome tabs with Discord in the background, the 16GB of DDR4 at 3000 MHz keeps things smooth. I've seen people push this rig with OBS, a couple of browsers, and a game like Cyberpunk 2070 running at 1440p and 60+ FPS without stuttering. That's not just marketing fluff, it's the kind of setup a lot of streamers and content creators actually use daily. The 1TB SSD is another practical win. You're not stuck waiting for a hard drive to load textures or levels, and if you need more space, there's room to add another drive later. But here's the catch, this isn't a quiet machine. The liquid cooling helps, but the fans still ramp up under load, and the case isn't exactly soundproof. If you're gaming in a shared space or a bedroom where noise matters, you might want to budget for some extra case fans or even a fan controller. Also, the Wi-Fi 6 is great if you're on a modern router, but if you're still rocking an older network setup, you won't see the full benefit. The 2.5 GBE port is a nice touch for wired connections, though, so if you've got a compatible router or NAS, it's worth using. Who should skip this? If you're chasing top-tier 4K performance or you want to future-proof for the next 3 years, this isn't it. The RTX 3070 is still a beast, but it's not the cutting-edge card anymore, and the i7-10700K is holding back the system from being a true next-gen powerhouse. If you're on a tight budget and can wait, building your own rig might save you a few $100. But if you need something that works today without the hassle, this is a solid pick. One thing I appreciate is the connectivity. The USB Type-C on the front is handy for fast data transfers or charging devices, and the RGB lighting is customizable if that's your thing. The case itself is sleek but not overly flashy, so it won't look out of place in a gaming setup. The Windows 10 Home license is included, which is fine, but keep in mind you might want to upgrade to Windows 11 eventually if you're planning to hold on to this for a while. The biggest practical weakness? Upgradability. The motherboard is proprietary in some ways, so adding new RAM or a different GPU later might be tricky. If you think you'll want to swap parts down the line, this isn't the most flexible system. Also, the 1TB SSD is a 2.5-inch SATA drive, not NVMe, so if you're expecting blazing fast load times for everything, you might want to upgrade to an NVMe drive eventually. So, is it worth the price? For most gamers who want a plug-and-play high-performance machine without the hassle of building one, yes. It's not the cheapest option, but you're paying for reliability and convenience. If you're okay with the noise, the upgradability limitations, and the fact that it's not the absolute latest hardware, this is a great choice. If you need absolute silence, maximum future-proofing, or a budget build, look elsewhere. Check it out using the link in the description if it fits your needs.